HSK9, Radio Thailand's World Service, broadcasting from the Public Relations Department in Bangkok. This is HSK9, Radio Thailand's World Service, broadcasting from the Public Relations Department in Bangkok.
Your news, your music, your station.
Radio Thailand, FM 88.
From the Public Relations Department of the Royal Thai Government, this is Radio Thailand News.
And this is Radio Thailand's Morning News Hour with me, Prachangvit Sakchit.
And with me, Navarat Wongariya.
Starting off our national news this morning. The Chinese government approved the exports of Sinovac COVID-19 vaccine, with plans to deliver the vaccine to Thailand as early as possible. Meanwhile, members of the People's Network for State Welfare urged the Prime Minister to reconsider the draft national pension bill.
In the Global Digest, a sculptor from Serbia takes decommissioned weapons and turns them into musical instruments.
And on Tech Today, Asian chipmakers rush to expand their production capacity to meet a global shortage have been acutely felt by car makers.
We will now give you the details on the headlines and many more.
National News.
In national news, members of the People's Network for State Welfare have urged the Prime Minister to reconsider a draft national pension bill proposed by the government. Members of the network staged a gathering at Government House in Bangkok to persuade Prime Minister John Prayut Chan-o-cha to reverse his decision not to take the group's national pension bill proposals into consideration. The group last year submitted the national pension bill to the House Speaker, along with the 10,000 signatures required when people wish to propose a law. The bill would require the government to provide a basic pension to all citizens aged 60 or older at a level no lower than the poverty line, or around 3,000 baht per person. The House Speaker diverted the proposal to seek the approval of the Prime Minister. The gathering at Government House asked the Prime Minister to reconsider the proposal in order for the bill to be debated and voted on in the Parliament as soon as possible.
The Department of Health is urging people to celebrate the Chinese New Year this year without causing air pollution. Director General of the Department of Health, Dr. Suwanchai Wattanayin recently promoted pollution reduction guidelines for Chinese New Year activities during his visit to Wat Mangkon Mangkalawat, the largest Chinese temple in Bangkok. Amid ongoing air pollution concerns, the Department of Health is encouraging Chinese New Year observers to consider using shorter stem incense sticks, extinguish candles and incense earlier, wear protective masks, and avoid lighting candles or burning incense and papers indoors. The department also recommends that shrines and temples place incense pots outdoors or in well-ventilated areas, while avoiding placing incense sticks onto food items. People are also urged to wash their faces and hands with water after coming into contact with smoke, as well as collect used incense sticks and ash in tightly sealed bags to prevent them from dispersing into the air. The waste should be handled and disposed of separately from household garbage.
The The acting Chinese ambassador to Thailand has informed the Thai Prime Minister that the Chinese government has approved the export of the Sinovac COVID-19, with plans to deliver batches to the kingdom as early as possible. The acting ambassador charged the affairs, Yang Chen, made a courtesy call to Prime Minister and Minister of Defense, General Prayut Chan-o-cha, to deliver greetings on the occasion of the Chinese New Year. Both expressed their appreciation for ongoing cooperation between the two nations during this time of crisis, with the Prime Minister reaffirming Thailand's readiness to advance ties, especially in the areas of social and economic recovery. The Premier also praised China's success in handling the COVID-19 crisis, while stressing that the kingdom plans to procure vaccine doses for half of its population. The acting ambassador said China's Sinovac vaccine has received an export permit from Chinese authorities, with plans to deliver doses to Thailand as quickly as possible. Both sides have also pledged to extend cooperation on e-commerce investments in the Eastern Economic Corridor and the Thailand 4.0 development model. The Prime Minister has also invited Chinese firms to invest in the biocircular green economy sector, which is being promoted by the Thai government.
Officials have reported more than 80 whistling ducks found dead in the capital district of Lampang province. According to the Department of National Parks, Wildlife and Plant Conservation, preliminary investigations show the mass duck poisoning was caused by an herbicide used by a farmer who had rented a plot of land. Local farmers said he had sprayed the herbicide over his rice crop, but diluted it after neighbors started complaining about the smell. Investigations also show the animals had started vomiting before expiring and had not suffered any prior illnesses. Local residents told the press that birds had died near the plot in the past, but that the number this time was significantly higher.
The Department of Special Investigation, or DSI, officials have disrupted a major network of websites distributing pirated movies, finding the content in violation of intellectual property rights worth more than 2 billion baht in value. DSI officials raided a commercial building in the capital district of Nonthaburi province, where the local streaming website FWIPTV.cc was operating. The officials seized more than 100 items, including True Vision's set-top boxes, satellite dishes, computers, laptops, hard drives, and mobile phones. DSI Director General Police Lieutenant Colonel Plarawat Prapakon said the administrator of the website illegally streamed copyrighted content of True Vision's group, pirated movies, and live in-replay league football matches. The network had received over 700,000 views per month, costing businesses over 2 billion baht in losses. Investigators are now questioning the network's employees to identify and take legal action against the administrators and others involved. The administrators themselves recently notified members that services will resume shortly. The DSI chief indicated that the website has connections with football betting and pornographic sites, adding that further investigations are underway. And those were our national stories. Next, business updates.